Do you know all parts of a watermelon is edible? In this video, I'm going to tell you surprising and delicious ways to use watermelon. Stay tuned. For the last few months, I've decided to start eating more raw foods, mainly fruits and vegetables. And I've been doing a lot of research, not only about the benefits of these foods, but also different ways to cook them, prepare them, and so forth. And in my research, I've been learning more about watermelon, and that's because I started eating watermelon about 3 years ago. And the reason for that is because I always hated watermelon. The taste just never was right for me. It was bland, and plus I was forced to eat watermelon when I was younger. So I hated it when I was young till in my grown-up years. And, even after I had my daughter, when she would ask for watermelon, I would be annoyed because, when I buy it, she will be the only one eating it and it will take up some unnecessary space in my fridge. A few decades later, I have a different perspective on watermelon. I don't know if my taste buds have changed or what, but I am now in love. Now, watermelon is my replacement for candy, pizza, cake, just to name a few. And with my creative self, I go bananas with watermelon when it comes to creating all sorts of things with it. And there's so many recipes when it comes to watermelon. It's very versatile. Besides just eating the flesh and using it in different dishes and salads, you can also pickle the rind and you can saute the rind with other vegetables, and you can save the seeds and make amazing cookies with it as well. In this video, I'm going to show you two of my favorite ways of using watermelon.
This video is sponsored by Self-Expression. The links will be in the bio.
As always, let's first talk about the benefits of watermelon. It is packed with essential vitamins and nutrients like vitamins A, C, potassium. It is packed with antioxidants like lycopene, which can help lower your risk of heart disease by reducing inflammation and improving the function of blood vessels, and lower your risk of cancer. Watermelon is also very hydrating, containing about 92% water, and the glycemic index is 72, so if you have diabetes, it would not spike up your blood sugar if you eat the recommended amount. So yes, you can eat the skin of watermelon. It's a little bitter for me. I do see people put in their smoothies or toss it in their salad. But what I like to use it for is to make facial masks. It is great for that. It is very hydrating and moisturizing to the skin. I may do a video on that later on, but please wash your watermelon really well with hot water and soap, especially if you're consuming the skin. I'm just using the rind in this recipe. It's making salad with the rind. What you want to do first is to skin the rind. I had to skin it twice just to remove all the skin, the first thin layer as well as the one under it, if that makes sense. So I won't have that bitter taste to it. So once I was done skinning it, I went ahead and chopped it up into small pieces. And here I am just adding it in my mason jar. And this is a very simple fruit salad, and the only other ingredient beside the sauce is pickles, and this goes really well with pickles. So I went ahead and grabbed some and just chop it up in small pieces. And then next I'm gonna prepare the tamarind sauce, or tamarindo, some people call it, is the Hispanic name for it. But tamarind is a great fruit. I did a video about tamarind. If you want to know more about it, go ahead and check it out. But it's a great fruit, not only to help your body detoxify, but it cleanses you out, as in making you go regular. So if you have constipation problems or you just want to clean out your system, tamarind is the way to go. And there are so many recipes with that too. And here is my tamarind sauce or mixture. In case you want to know how I get that, make sure you check out my tamarind video. I'm gonna go ahead and add some seasoning to my tamarind. You can use whatever seasoning you want, but keep it simple. Rule of thumb is cayenne pepper or chili pepper or powder, a little bit of sugar to balance out the tartness, and then some salt, and also a little bit of tahini. I went ahead and mixed this up. So I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know what happened to the clip of this section of my video, but anyway, it disappeared. So I'm using my other video, which is going to be coming up next, but it's the same process, same idea, but this is a different fruit, as you can see, different mixture of fruits. But anyway, you pour it in the mason jar and give it a good shake up and down, sideways, turn it around, and when your hands are tired, you are done. Or you can just put it in a bowl and use a spoon or something to mix it up. But I just put everything in the mason jar, the jar that I'm going to store it in anyway. So this is the end result of it. This thing is so delicious. It's so nourishing, hydrating, and forgot to mention this, but tamarind is also an amazing source of antioxidants. So if you want to look younger, rejuvenate your cells and all that good stuff, make sure you incorporate tamarind in your diet as well. By the way, this main dish next to it is not the skin, it is cucumber with kind of like salsa, with avocado and tomatoes, onions, and all that, but it and lemon. Pretty tasty. Now let's talk about being creative with watermelon and make this beautiful fruit cake. So first things first, I went ahead and cut this watermelon into two tiers, or I don't know how to describe cake because I don't make cake. This is my first time actually making a watermelon cake. But anyway, I cut two round pieces of the watermelon, and the one of the pieces should be smaller, the one that's going to be sitting on top. And with making a fruit cake, you can basically use almost any fruit you want as long as you can poke a toothpick or what do you call those, skewers in it to hold them together. So once my two pieces are cut, I went ahead and put them on top of each other with the smaller one on top. And also I went and adjusted some of it as needed, cutting around it so that it will be as even as possible. And when it comes to making a cake, you can just use your imagination and creativity. You can basically do whatever you want with it, design it however you want. And I did not go into details about this because it's not about cake making videos. I'm just showing you some of the creative ways to use watermelon, and just make sure that you use a skewer to hold the two watermelons so they don't fall apart. And also when you add your fruits, use toothpick to do that. And by the way, jackfruit is so amazingly tasty and it is so good for you, high in antioxidants, great for your skin, great for a lot of stuff. It has a lot of health benefits. And I also did make a jackfruit video if you want to check that out. Anyway, this is my lovely cake, and I love everything about it, from the making of it, the process of making it, to, of course, enjoying it. Anyway, this wraps it up for this video. If you liked this video or found it informative, please give it a like. Also, if you're into leveling up to become a healthier version of yourself, make sure you do subscribe. And don't forget to hit that post notification button so you'll be notified every time I post a video. In this channel, we talk about holistic health and beauty and using homemade and safer products when it comes to beauty and your health. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a blessed day, night, evening, wherever you are, and I hope to catch you on my next video.